Christina, your stream is live now. Now you can make me your co-host.
Okie dokie. Thank you, Todd. Hello, Susan.
Hello.
Nice to see you again. This is number 3 again today. Yes. Hey, May. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're back.
I am so happy. Looking forward to your classes. You're wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And where's Shelly?
She's up here. She's up on the bed.
So cute.
I'll carry her out.
Okay. Hi, Deborah. Nice
Hello.
to see you back again.
Shelly, say hi.
I'm all for it. You're great.
Thank you. Hi, Shelly. May has the cutest dog. She has a little outfit on. So cute. I love meeting everyone's pets. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Loretta.
Hi, Hi, Christina.
I'm glad you're here, Loretta.
Hey, can I tell you something before the class starts?
Absolutely.
Do you know, since I've been doing these yoga classes with you and Natalie, got up this morning without even thinking. I put my pants on standing up. Usually I had to sit on the bed or in the chair to put my pants legs on, one leg at a time, but I did it standing up. Both leg pants.
Everybody, let's snap for Loretta.
I'm trying to get my camera right. For some reason, my camera is not showing since yesterday. I'm trying to get it, see what's going on with my laptop.
That is such a great testimony. We talked about that today, right? In both classes, we talked about it today. You know, sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes months. And then the next thing you know, we're finding ourselves in down dog, being able to get dressed, standing up, all these victories, right? They're big wins. They're big wins for us to live a healthy, strong life for the rest of the days that we have, right? That's why we do what we do. That's why we're showing up like this. So great story, Loretta. Oh, yeah. A great story. I see chats coming in. Let's see. Yay, I know, right? Hey, Charlotte, I'm glad you're back again too. Yay. Okay, I will share my screen as everyone is popping on. I get to teach another yoga for beginners. Okay, and like I said earlier in the strengthen and stretch with slow flow, yoga for beginners is not just for beginners. It's for everyone who wants to hone their practice, right? If you've been practicing for decades, this is still an awesome class for you because we really spend time in each pose, kind of finding that right pose for us. And we talk about all the different cues. We talk about the different modifications. We talk about safety. We talk about all of that. So, right, it unlocks the keys to safety for practicing at home, right? Because we're not in studio together. Although I'm very proud to say that I've been teaching virtually since the third week of May in 2020. Seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it? And I have a huge TV and it helps me see everyone. And so it helps me to see if somebody is in a position that could potentially cause them injury, right? I want you to know that it doesn't happen if we start with bad habits. We want to make sure we don't have bad habits because it's hard to break a bad habit, right? It's much easier to learn the pose correctly, be self-empowered, self-confident and empowered on the mat. But once we have a habit of doing something, if it's not good, that's hard to break a habit. So that's another reason why we come to the mat for this class for yoga for beginners. And of course, we will practice pranayama breath techniques as well. I'm Christina, your guide for the day from California. I'm not outside right now because the sun's just like blaring in the yard and we don't have a lot of shade. So I'm inside. Here is my bio. But like I always say, the most important thing I think learners should know about me as their guide is that I am 100% committed and passionate about every single body's health and well-being, and for each one of us to live the most authentic, strongest version of ourselves in this lifetime. So that's what I'm about. That's why I do what I do. And I truly believe that yoga is an amazing tool, avenue to help us live in that way. We learn from each other here at Get Set Up. So ideally having your cameras on really is beneficial. It helps me get a pulse of the class. And again, make correct modifications. If I see something, I will say correct modifications so that we can be in alignment and prevent potential injury. If you are live streaming, which we are live streaming, so everyone say hi, live streamers. Hey. Listen, we'd love to have you join class. So register and pop in next time. Be so fun. Get Set Up does not get paid to promote any products. And lastly, I want to tell you that Todd, our Get Set Up TA, is with us today, and he'll help monitor any chats that you put in and answer any questions you have about the website or registering for your next class. Okay, so I did say earlier that for this yoga for beginners, I'm taking requests. So we will start, of course, always grounding into the moment and breathing, and of course we'll connect with our pranayama and bring ourselves to the present moment. But do we have any requests? Is there a pose you've been thinking about, wondering this or that?
The chair pose.
Okay, Loretta, chair pose. I love chair pose. I'm on it. And Charlotte, go ahead, hon.
Warrior 1 and 2 with the hips and the arms and the feet and getting all of that in the right place.
Yes. Okay. Anyone else? This is so fun. You guys, Loretta and Charlotte, you don't even realize that you both just created the sequence.
Thank you.
Your request created the sequence. That's amazing. All right. So it's nice to see you back. I will mute all, but I love yoga for beginners because it's very interactive, right? So you're always welcome to unmute and we can talk through a pose, especially when we get up into warrior pose, the warrior poses. You're welcome to unmute yourself. But for now, I will mute all so we're not distracted as we tap into our pranayama. All right, my friends. Everyone's in a comfortable seated position, fleshy parts moved away from the sits bones. As always, you may put a pillow or a blanket under your glutes to elevate you. And if you need to support your knees, tuck pillows or blankets under them. Palms are facing down on the thighs. I want you to right away to create a nice long spine, the neck in line with the spine, rolling the shoulders back and down. Gently close the eyes. Gently close the lips, connecting to our Ujjayi breath, nostril breathing. On the bottom of each exhale, there's a slight constriction in the back of the throat. So if we were sitting next to each other in a studio, we could hear our neighbor's audible Ujjayi exhale. And just begin to slow and deepen the breath. Feel the body rise and fall. Smile from the inside out because it's Thankful Thursday and we are here together in our virtual yoga community on this awesome Get Set Up platform. Just quiet the mind, relax the muscles in the face, soften the brow line, and even release the lower jaw. All the while keeping the shoulders back and down and the neck in line with the spine. On your next inhale, energetically lift the head off the neck, creating lots of space between the ears and the shoulders. Breathe in a little deeper. We breathe in 10 liters of air a day. The more capacity our lungs have, the more ability our bodies, cells, organs, bones can easily absorb nutrients. So we're breathing consciously and deeply. It benefits us in every possible way, in our mind, in our bodies, and in our souls. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Gently blink open your eyes. Place the fingertips by your side. I want to make sure that everyone can hear me well. Can everyone hear me clearly? My volume is good. Okay, thank you. Fingertips are out wide. Inhale, flip the palms. Inhale, the arms up and overhead. So we're up. The arms are up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Palms are facing each other. Take an inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. Tap the left fingertips on the right thigh. Tap the right fingertips behind the glute. Breathe. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, bring the arms up and overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Right fingertips on the left thigh, left fingertips behind you. Inhale to find that length. Exhale to twist a little more. Inhale, bring the arms up and overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Tap the fingers down. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, twist a little more. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Tap the fingers down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist a little more. Inhale, arms up and overhead. One more round. We exhale, twist to the right. Tap the fingers down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little more. Inhale, arms up and overhead. And exhale, twist to the left. Tap. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, the arms up and overhead. And we exhale, clasp the hands behind us. Press the knuckles in towards the mat and then lift them away from the body. So you're getting this awesome heart opening stretch. Inhale the head gently off the neck. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hinge from the waist. Just come a little bit more forward, bringing the arms up. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back down. Release the arms, shake it out. Doesn't that feel amazing? Just that little bit of twisting in the torso, getting everything moving and just opening up the shoulders. Ah. All right, let's come into a couple cat and cows and we're going to get right into it. We have a lot to cover today. So we're stacking the joints, tabletop, wrist creases are in line with the mat. The fingers are spread wide and we press between the thumb and the index finger. The shoulders are directly over or behind the wrists. We never extend over the wrists because that puts too much of an angle on our wrist joint. And then rotate those inner elbows forward. Bring the navel in towards the spine, flatten the back, and bring the neck in line with the spine. Breathe deeply. Your gaze is down, protecting your neck. You can have a pillow or a blanket underneath your knees. And they also make yoga foam pads for your knees. From here, we inhale, lower the belly, lift the tailbone, the heart, the gaze. Keep the shoulders back and down. Keep rotating the inner elbows forward and keep pressing between the thumb and the index finger. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, hollow out the belly, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, dome the shoulders coming into cats. Inhale slowly through tabletop into cow. Exhale, come into your cat. Each time, try to hollow out the belly a little bit more. Inhale through tabletop into cow, rolling the shoulders back, and exhale into your cat. Close the eyes. This becomes a moving meditation. And yes, if being on your knees and tabletop is too much, cat and cow can be done in a seated position. Absolutely, 100%. We do that often. The next time you come into your cat, continue the exhale till you're down in child's pose. And Madge, if there is a request you need, is there a modification you need for your child's pose?
Yes.
What is it? Everybody, hold on, Madge, 1 second. While I'm talking to Madge, everybody stays in child's pose and just gently sways side to side, giving that lower back a nice stretch. Madge, go ahead.
I just have about another week that I'm not supposed to get up and down off of my knees.
Oh.
So I can just sit in the chair.
Absolutely, Madge.
Okay.
Yep. Anything else, Madge?
No, I think that's it. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yes. Cat and cows in a chair. Yes.
Okay.
All right. We are in child's pose. We're going to inhale, come into tabletop. Now, for those of you who are seated, can't do tabletop, just hang out there, stay engaged. For those of you who are coming into down dog, we take an inhale, we tuck our toes, we keep rotating that inner elbow, the inner elbows pressing between the thumb and the index finger. We take an inhale and we exhale, lift the knees, lift the tailbone up, press the cushions of the fingertips so that the chest is reaching closer to the thighs. And then if you're in down dog, pedal it out. If you're in tabletop, shift the hips side to side. If you're in chair, do gentle twists in the torso. Pause in down dog, press the heels towards the mat. It doesn't matter if they ever reach. Take a deep inhale through the nose. We're going to exhale, walk the feet to the hands. And for those of you in tabletop, just get up and meet us there. Sway side to side, giving the outer hips a nice stretch. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And pause in stillness. Let's inhale, find our half lift. Nice, strong back. We're pausing here. Shoulders are back away from your ears. The neck is in line with the spine. Your core is engaged. Take a deep inhale. Make sure all four corners of your feet are pressed into the mat and there's a soft bend in your knees. Right? This is a transition pose, I know, but I want us to be mindful and engage our muscles as we're transitioning from one pose to the next. That's why we're holding it. And if we stay here long enough, we really feel it, don't we? Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are bent, arms out to the side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, prayer hands to heart center. Ground here. We're going to ground into the right foot. And then we exhale, step the left foot back, plant the left heel. So we're going to come into warrior two first. So take a look at the left heel. Make sure it's behind the left toes. Your right knee is bent. It's tracking the ankle or it's behind the ankle. It's not shooting beyond the ankle, right? And the arms are out. We tuck the tailbone so we're not overarching in the lower back and take another peek down. If you were to draw a line from the right arch, the right heel, would it land in the left arch? The shoulders are rolled back and down. The core is engaged. We inhale, lift the head off the neck and breathe in your warrior two. Can everybody ground all four corners of their feet into the mat? Make sure that that left knee, although it's the left leg straight, make sure there's a soft bend and that we're not locking out that back knee. From here, let's play a little with our reverse warrior. So when we move from warrior two to reverse, we keep the lower part of our body so still. And the movement is coming. It's a transverse movement. It's coming from the torso. So we inhale, flip the right palm, reverse the warrior. That right knee stays tracking the second toe. Breathing deeply. I think that you can even widen your stance a little bit more. Yep. Feel the difference? You get more of an inner thigh engagement. Yes. Does anybody have any questions? We'll take an inhale, we'll reach, and we'll exhale, warrior two. All right. Let's bring the toes forward. And let's hang out here for a minute. Just kind of hang out. Does anybody have any questions about warrior two? We're flipping over to the other side and we're going to do it. But Charlotte, did that clear up any confusion about warrior two? Warrior two is a heel to arch alignment. The back heel is always planted behind the toes. Okay, so our feet are in front. We're going to pivot the left toes towards the front of the room and drop the right toes behind, the right heel behind the right toes. Bend that left knee and bring the arms out. Great job. Everybody looks amazing. Breathe deeply, gazing over the left fingertips. Engage those inner thighs and quads. Make sure that that left glute is tucked a little bit under so you're not overarching in the lower back. Engage the core. Bring the navel into the spine. Roll the shoulders down and gently lift the head off the neck. Activate those arms like they're reaching. The fingers are trying to reach towards the opposite wall. Sorry. Take a deep inhale, flip the left palm and reverse the warrior. Lower body stays so still. Breathing deeply, the gaze is up, the fingertips slide back on the hamstring. And again, if this doesn't work for your shoulder, you can keep your arm down and still get that stretch in. It's okay. Sometimes our shoulders just can't be up there like that. I understand. I'm nursing my right shoulder right now, actually. So one day we can do it. Maybe the next day we slept on it weird and we can't do it. So please always honor your body. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, find your warrior two. Breathe deeply. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Lower the arms. Come back to a nice little stand here. Let's have our feet hip distance. So we pivot onto the ball of one foot and we bring that heel in. If that heel lands at the arch of the other foot, that's hip distance. And we stand in our mountain pose, palms forward. Grow tall. Stacking the joints, the knees over the ankles, the hips over the knees, the tailbones reaching towards the mat so we're not overarching that lower back. Activate every single muscle in the body. Nice, deep, connected breaths. Everybody looks amazing. Also look down and make sure that your feet have like the number 11, like they have skis on, like they're the number 11, right? So we're not pigeon-toed or out too wide. Lift the head off the neck, create so much space. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. All right, so before we come into warrior one sequencing, we're going to have the big toes touch, a space between the heels. So the knees are together. We do chair poses both ways, but I really like when we have our knees together. That way, the knees can be squeezing in, supporting each other. Sometimes when we're out wide and we're holding a chair, our knees can kind of wobble around. So our big toes are touched. We inhale the arms up and overhead. We'll exhale, forward fold, nice flat back, sway side to side. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Inhale, find that nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold, knees are bent, arms out to the side. Inhale, rise. We exhale, prayer, hands to heart center. We shift the glutes back and we take a seat. So chair pose, Utkatasana, fierce pose right here. So we're squeezing the inner thighs together. The weight of our body is on our heels. Big toes are touching, space between the heels. Ears are away, shoulders are away from the ears, and the belly button is coming into the spine. So you're not overarching here. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, forward fold, sway side to side. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Releasing any tension in the lower back. On your next inhale, find your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, arms out to the side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, prayer, hands to heart center, glutes back, take a seat. Tuck that tailbone gently so you're not overarching. Bring the navel in. Everybody looks amazing. How does this feel? Doesn't this feel amazing? Let's play. Okay, so the first time we squeeze the legs together, right? This time, energetically, as if we're trying to pull the mat apart, but keeping the legs attached. Pull, using your muscles, try to pull the legs apart energetically, engaging your abductors and your adductors. Take an inhale, exhale, forward fold, sway side to side. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Inhale, find your half lifts. Exhale, forward fold, knees are bent, arms out to the side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, prayer, hands to heart center. Loretta, did that answer your questions? Your question about?
Yes, I like the way it feels. And I just wanted to make sure I was doing it the right way.
I want to go through one other version of chair pose, but I'll give you guys a little break, okay? You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, let's move through 2 half sun salutations. Now we're going to come back to hip distance, right? So pivot the foot, hip distance, your feet have skis, you're in line, you're tall, you inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Let's slow it down. Inhale, half lift, slow, breathing slow. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, arms out, rise. With a flat back, the knees are the last to straighten. Exhale, prayer, hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are bent, arms out to the side. Inhale, rise. And exhale, prayer, hands to heart center. Can everybody feel the difference when we slowed down the breath and the movement? So amazing to do that. All right, we're here. Let's have our hands on our hips. Grow tall. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, step that right foot back. We're going to set up for warrior one. So the right heel is behind the right toes. We have a bend in that knee, that left knee. We're not really working on anything else right now. I want you to draw a line from the left heel to the right heel. So that's the difference, the foundational difference between warrior one and warrior two. Warrior two, it is a front heel to back arch alignment. Warrior one, it is a heel to heel alignment. So you're kind of on a balance beam, right? And now the front knee bends. The knee tracks the ankle or is behind the ankle. The arms are up and overhead and we twist our bodies forward. Now, with a heel to heel alignment, that right hip doesn't get forward and level like it does in a high lunge. And if this is too hard for our balance, you can heel toe the left foot out a little bit to help with your balance. Because truly, heel to heel alignment, you are on a balance beam. So we'll just breathe here. We'll keep pushing that right hip forward, getting an awesome right hip flexor stretch. Soft bend though in that right knee, right? You want to have softness there. We don't want to lock out that knee. The inner thighs of the left leg are working hard, stabilizing the knee, so it's tracking the second toe. As I'm talking in this pose, it builds a lot of heat, doesn't it? Warrior one is an intense pose. I used to hate it. I love it now, but it took me a long time to love this pose. So if you hate it, it's okay. Just know that it really does serve you. So are you good here in your warrior one? Yep, good. Just want to make sure. So take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, frame that left foot. Pivot onto the ball of the right foot. Drop the right knee. Plant the top of the right foot. So we're in a low lunge. The knee is tracking the ankle or behind. And now you can get the hips level, right? Now the right hip and the left hip are level. Take an inhale, scissor in the inner thighs, engage the core and rise. Roll the shoulders back and down. Low lunge. Do you feel the difference in the hips here versus your warrior one? Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, frame that left foot. Plant the right palm right underneath the right shoulder. Make sure the wrist crease is in line with the mat and you're pushing between the thumb and the index finger. Keep that left knee tracking the second toe. Take an inhale, lower body stays exactly the way it is. We twist from the torso and lift that left arm up. Option to bend the elbow and place the forearm on the back. Peeling open that left shoulder, giving yourself a nice chest stretch here. Breathing deeply. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, bring that arm down, frame that left foot, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, take an inhale. Exhale, the right foot meets the left and forward fold and sway side to side. Make sure you have your feet hip distance. Make sure there are skis on your feet. And pause in stillness. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Inhale, find that half lift. Exhale, forward fold, knees are bent, arms out to the side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, prayer, hands to heart center. Hands on the hips, other side. We ground into the right foot. We step the left foot back. We drop the heel behind the toes. We check the left heel to the right heel. And then we bend that right knee, make sure it's over or behind the ankle. And we lift the arms up. Keep that knee tracking the second toe. You can feel this hip flexor, right? So that what the warrior one does versus the warrior two is it challenges our balance. We have to work our inner thighs so much more. Core engagements, trying to get the left hip forward and the right hip back. You're getting an awesome hip flexor quad stretch. Keep the shoulders back and down. Breathe deeply. Holding poses builds strength, endurance, elevates the heart rate. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, frame that right foot. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Get a long spine. Drop the left knee. Plant to the top of the left foot. Check that knee. Is it tracking the second toe and over the ankle? If not, widen your stance. Shift the hips. Have them nice and neutral now. The core is engaged, lifted off the right thigh, and inhale, rise. I want you to feel the level hips, the difference in the level hips versus in warrior one. Have your gaze be forward so you're not looking up or down, putting stress on your neck, right? Our heads weigh about 13-ish pounds. And if we're looking up, and if we're looking down, we're putting unnecessary stress on our cervical spine. Now, if we're doing a soft back bend, then okay. But when we're just finding the tallness in our spine, let's keep our gaze straight ahead. Take an inhale. Exhale, frame that right foot. Plant the right palm under the right shoulder. Wrist crease in line with the mat. Fingers spread, press between the thumb and the index finger. Keep that right knee tracking the second toe. Inhale, lift that right arm up. Have it up extended or bend it and have the forearm on your back. Whatever's easiest for your shoulder. Breathe deeply. Keep that right knee still. Gaze to the right. Find a comfortable place for the neck. No strain on the neck. Relax the facial muscles. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, frame that right foot. Tuck the left toes. Lift the left knee. Take a deep inhale and bring the left foot to meet the right. Forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart. Sway side to side. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Bend and straighten the knees. Pause in stillness, bend the knees, inhale, rise up with a flat back. And exhale, prayer, hands to heart center. Okay, mountain pose. Ground all four corners of the feet into the mat. Make sure your feet are hip distance, right? And you got skis on. We're in mountain pose and we're grounded. We're growing tall. We're feeling the length between each vertebra. With your eyes closed, gently sway side to side. And then ground. Pause and ground. Ground into the mountain pose. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the head gently off the neck. Visualize right here. Visualize your inner thighs. And that pelvic floor, right? The deepest part of the bottom of your core muscles, right? And engage them. I know the quads and the glutes are going to want to take over, but set your intention that it is your inner thighs and that pelvic floor core that engages. And breathe deeply here. Keep the engagement, shrink the core, bring the navel into the spine, roll the shoulders back and down and lift the head off the neck. Engage those arms. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Gently blink open the eyes. Okay, our feet are hip distance. So we pick up one foot, we bring the heel into the other arch, and if it touches, that's hip distance. Okay, so we're going into chair pose from mountain pose. Now, one of the things that used to happen to me, and why I am always so particular about cues and modifications, is because I've been injured so many times doing things wrong, not having teachers show me stability, how to stabilize my joints and how to take care of my body. So I want you to watch first. One of the habits I never want you to get into. How's that? Is when we're in mountain prayer hands and we bring the glutes back, watch my knees. And we start to sit back and look at my knees. Oh my gosh. No, so bad. Okay, right? It's tweaking our hips, our IT bands like, and all the connected tissues to the knees, they're compromised. We're compromised. Another thing we do, if we're not mindful, it doesn't even matter how strong you are, right? It's not about strength. It's about mindfulness. Another thing that happens often is that we go into our chair, we bring the glutes back, and then we bow our legs out, right? So here, again, we're tweaking our knees. Our hips are like out of line. So we come down, we're mindful in our mountain. That's why I always do this from a mountain pose, because we're grounded and engaged. We bring the glutes back, we take a seat, and the knees stay tracking the second toe. That's your visual. The knees tracking the second toe. If you see them come in, if you see them go out, that's when you know you're either not paying attention, which we do, or you're going down too low and the muscles can't support that. Okay. So when you're here, bring your weight to the heels and come up. Together, we'll stand with prayer hands, press the palms in, roll the shoulders back, ground all four corners of the feet, lift the toes, kind of like play around with them. They bear no weight in this. So we will feel all four corners of the feet ground into the mat. We will take an inhale, and on the exhale, we bring the glutes back and we take a seat, keeping the knees tracking the second toe. Now, if you can't get down that far, that's okay. You come down just here and you're building muscle, right? Making sure that you are on the heels, making sure that even though you're looking down to keep track of your knees, you're not hanging your head. Take a deep inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale, rise. Another great way. Does everybody have a block? Does everybody have a yoga block? Yoga blocks are also another amazing way to keep us in line. So you put the block between the knees, prayer hands, take a seat. Yes, great correction, Deborah. Yes. And you see how supportive that is? So that's just a way that supports our alignment. Take a deep inhale. See if you get a little lower. And exhale, come up. All right. Let's have a nice stretch after all that. So we'll take the right leg, bring it behind the left. We'll inhale the arms up and overhead. Hold on to your right wrist. Inhale, lift, and exhale, bend over to the left. Have nice soft bends in the knees. Stretch it out. Take an inhale, lift back up. Hey, let's switch wrists. Hold on to the left wrist. And then exhale, lean over to the right. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring it down. This time, get in the mountain. Draw that left foot behind. Inhale the arms up. Hold on to the right wrist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Breathing deeply. Inhale, come up, switch, hold wrists. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Breathing deeply. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, lift it out, shake it out. For those of you who missed cardio yoga yesterday, we had a dance party. We'll be having another one on Monday because it was so fun. I know, it was really fun. We got a little sweaty. All right, we're in our mountain pose. We inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step back into tabletop, and then come into your child's pose. Or whatever comfortable pose. You can sit in a chair and breathe deeply. Allow the elbows to fall to the side, or allow the arms to lay long by the legs with the palms facing up by the feet. There's a gentle tuck in the chin, and your forehead is on the mat or a pillow or a blanket. And if you need to put something between your legs, if your glutes don't come down to the heels, put a pillow, a blanket, or a block between them to support the glutes. Just close your eyes here and breathe deeply. Those are 3 of the more advanced yoga poses. So this time is well deserved. As you're laying in child's pose and the shoulders are relaxed, let all the muscles in your face melt. Soften the brow, release the lower jaw, and just feel the face get heavy. And breathe deeply here in silence. Let the shoulders release a little bit more. Feel the back opening up. Staying just as you are, take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Slowly draw the arms overhead into an active child's pose. Press into the palms and slowly walk yourself up. Taking your time, coming into a comfortable seated position, hands in prayer at heart center, slight bow of the forehead in reverence to your practice. Thank you for coming to your mat on Thankful Thursday. I know I always name the days of the week. It makes me so happy. Tomorrow's Fitness Friday. We breathe here. We breathe here in gratitude for being lifelong learners. Gratitude for Get Set Up for providing this platform where we can come together as a community and learn about things that we are passionate about. Learn about things that help us grow to the better version, the best version of ourselves. Tapping into that divineness of who we truly are. To seal our practice together today, we'll take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. The divine light within me bows and honors to the divine light within you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, my friends. All right.
Namaste.
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 Okay, so I just really want you to know that the requests that we got were really advanced poses. So kudos to all of you. How do you feel? Do you have any questions? Do you feel like
I don't have a question, but I have a comment. That yoga block between the legs for the sitting. I don't have a yoga box, but I do have a cardboard box. It's the same size, and it helped. It helped me because I didn't know if if I was doing my thighs right, and so that
Right.
helped me. Thank you. That helped so much.
You know, Loretta, thank you for saying that. And for some of us, like some bodies can be, our knees, our legs can be bowed out and we can be knock-kneed, right? None of us, not everybody has legs that go straight down, right? We all have different shapes and sizes. So if it helps, if the block helps, I think maybe I'm going to cue that option every time now for when we
yes.
can. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Thank you so much. Gosh, I learned so much from this lesson. Thank you. Wow.
Can we use like a towel, a roll towel, if we don't have a block?
Well, the thing about a towel is that it squishes, right? It's not stable, right? The block stabilizes the knees. If you're pushing against a towel, you'll squeeze it in, right? And Loretta, you have to be careful with a cardboard box too. And make sure that it doesn't, squeeze, you don't squeeze it in.
Well,
But-
I filled it with plastic bags, so it's pretty stuffed and pretty hard. So I use it as the block when I put my hand down as well, so it won't sink in. So it's very stable. Thank you.
Awesome. Yoga blocks you can get at Marshall's, TJ Maxx. You can get them on Amazon. So, and I think, during the pandemic, you couldn't get any yoga. You couldn't get any exercise props at all. But now I think they're back in stock. And in those foam wedges for your wrist to decrease the angle when you're in tabletop or down dog, those really help as well. Foam wedges for the wrists. And then those knee pads really help too. I'm on 2 mats. So that purple mat underneath, that's a thick mat.
Yeah.
And that's a thick mat. And then I have another mat that's pretty thick as well. So my knees are pretty cush. When I used to go to a studio, I was on 2 mats. So I didn't have to keep throwing a cushion underneath my knees, right? Does that make sense? Because that bugged me. I was annoyed all the time. Take it out, put it back in, move, it had to stay by my side. I don't know. It drove me nuts. So that's why I use 2 blocks. So, 2
Pads.
pads. Thank you. There's a question. Loretta, where did you get your knee pads? Babette is asking.
I'm putting it in now.
Okay. She's putting it in the chat. Awesome. See this community, we all help and learn from each other. Oh, thank you so much.
Tina, whenever I
Yes.
was doing the, I want to say the Warrior 2, and you were talking about the hips. I'm trying to remember exactly. Are they?
They're open. They're
Okay.
open. Yes,
Okay.
they're open. Right. So look, I'll just jump into it super. Can you see me okay?
Yep.
Okay. So heel to arch here, arms are out, tailbones tucked. So you're not overarching, right? Because so many people, and I used to do this, I used to overarch my back. Oh, so painful. But you're here, whoops. And your hips are just open.
Okay.
When you come in a Warrior 1, your knees, your legs aren't as wide. and they're open, but they're more level than your warrior two. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
That really, the more we understand a pose, the more confident we are, the more empowered we are, and the more we cannot be in our heads about it, right? Like, am I doing this right? I don't know if this is right. We have these inner dialogues. We try not to, but it is what it is. We don't judge it, but it's there. We just got to honor that. But the more we understand, that's why I love these classes, because we can just break down a few poses and kind of own it for ourselves, right? And everybody finds their pose for their bodies with whatever injuries or anything you're nursing for that day, right? Because it changes daily, depending on everything. How well we slept. Are we hydrated? Are we anxietal? Is there trauma going on in the world that's out of our control that we're taking on, right? All of this affects our mind, bodies, and souls. So we have to honor that because we're sensitive, empathetic beings. But we try to clear the mind and tap into that divineness to kind of let some of that just kind of wash away. So it's not tensing our muscles and right. Does that make sense? Makes sense, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my gosh. So my pleasure. Are you kidding me? I have the best job in the universe. Okay. Liz, see her hair. I love it. Every day I put this on. I'm like, oh, cute hair. I should just email her and tell her. Please let us know your experience. You can go on social media. You can email Liz. We really want to know. We grow so much from you sharing your experiences with us. So please consider doing that. There are so many related classes. I'm done for the day, but I teach one tomorrow. I teach one on Sunday. I teach one on Tuesday, and then I teach 3 classes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And I think Susan, so many of you are in all my classes. So, I mean, hats off to you. Amazing. Thank you so much. After class. Oh, thank you. After class, you receive class notes, you receive a recording, and you receive an opportunity to give feedback. Thank you, everyone who gives feedback. You know, I read every single one. I learn from them. I adjust accordingly. So thank you, thank you, thank you for your feedback. And Get Set Up too. Get Set Up learns from you and grows from it. So it's very meaningful. The time you take to do that makes a difference for me personally as a guide, for all the guides, and for the Get Set Up platform. So many ways to book your appointment. You can copy the link once you do and send it to your friends on all kinds of social media ways. And they even have a button here where you can just invite a friend from there. So please consider telling all your friends and family about this platform because it's amazing. And if you would like to host an interest group, suggest a class, please let us know. We're always open to partnering with everyone. If there's an organization, business, or company that you believe aligns with the Get Set Up mission of enhancing and improving the lives of older adults, please let us know. We really want to build our partnership so we can keep growing. And if for some reason you don't receive a recording of this class, you can go to help@getsetup.io and request one, and they will send that right away. Okay, Babette, you got what you needed from Loretta? You're good?
Yeah, tell her make sure she get exercise bigger than she think because they feel kind of tight. So you want to get a little bigger size.
Okay, Babette, did you get that? Thank you, Loretta, for sharing that information. Awesome.
Welcome.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for being together. Thank you for learning and sharing. It's been a good day.
Yes, it has. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you. Thanks. Have a great evening.
Namaste, my friends. Namaste.
Namaste.
I see you soon. Thank you, Todd, for everything. Sawa, thank you so much. You're
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
It's nice, isn't it? You're strong.
I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'll
Sawa,
keep doing that.
you're a strong woman. Very,
Thank you.
very impressive.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Madge, did you get your MRI yet?
Yes, I had it this morning and I'll get results next week.
Okay. All right. Keep me posted. You know what? I'm proud of you for showing up and making modifications and taking care of your body, right?
Thank you for the modifications. I appreciate it.
Yes, of course. Always. Thank you so much. All right. I'll see everyone soon. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks.